overdue. For me, Flores is a hero. This is something that everybody knows. Everybody knows that there's discrimination, there's racism. Yeah, we've got a rule, the rule, your rule. What's it worse if it's being applied? Kind of. We're pretending to apply it, but we're not really applying it. So it is really, truly long overdue. Now, criminal charges, I would hope so. My understanding is that part of his lawsuit states that the owner of the Dolphins had asked them that he had told them that he would get $100,000 for every single loss, so that they would be in a better position for draft purposes. Are you kidding me? You've got millions of people watching this, betting on this. You're lying to the entire world, and you think you can get away with that? There better be some criminal charges here.
Yeah, I agree with you. And Molly Palmer, Stephen Ross, who's the owner of the Dolphins, he denies it categorically, says he didn't do that. But if in fact he did, here's the big problem for the NFL. You know, they're in bed 100% with gambling. And gambling is all around the country now. It's part of the reason why NFL has really become the top sport in the United States, because people love to gamble on the NFL. If gamblers find out that there's some shenanigans going on like this, just the mere mention, can you imagine the blowback from them, the civil suits and all the different things that are going to rain down on the NFL?
Yeah, I think here's how this can happen criminally too, right? So under federal law, 18 USC 1343, wire fraud. I've had clients charged with far less of a scheme than this. All you need to prove is that there's a scheme to defraud and that something goes through a wire. So in this case, if you buy an NFL ticket online or gamble through any sort of online mechanism, and there is this scheme to defraud those who are watching the game, you got a federal case right there, a federal felony case. It's pretty easy, just a few elements, and absolutely, this kind of situation can meet those elements in federal court.
Oh, I love that idea, Molly. Let me actually just follow up quickly. If it wasn't transacted, so Brian Flores has said clearly he did not accept that. He said he would not do it. It's not a way he does business. If it was just an offer, how does that affect things?
So you have to have the scheme, you have to have the conspiracy. It doesn't have to necessarily be successful. I don't know. I mean, you'll have to ask the federal prosecutor, which I would never be in a million years. But like I said, I have seen individuals and represented individuals with far less of a scheme, and sometimes you could just have an attempted wire fraud, right? So that's one way that the feds could pursue it if they so choose.
Oh, I hope they do. And I can tell you this, Stephen Ross is in big trouble because it certainly violates the NFL code of conduct, even just the mere mention of giving money away to lose games. So he could be in trouble clearly with the NFL. All right, a very big thank you to my think tank tonight, Renee Hill, Molly Palmer, and Laura Yaretzian. Always appreciate you having you guys on the show. Again, we'll see you soon. Right now, it is time for us to take a quick break.